Just like to say hi, this is DrMucker, and I'd like to say thank you for all of the viewers, subscribers, the people who have got me where I am in my numbers. So today we're going to show you something we've been working on for a little while. We went out to Chilliwack and met James and Lisa at a place called Flying Cameras, and we became the proud owners of a DJI Phantom. Now, as you can see, it wasn't all Skittles and beer out of the box. Anyway, the first time we flew publicly at Porto at the beach, there were a few accidents. The next time flying at the RC field in North Van, as a guest of one of the members, wasn't much better. Something wasn't quite right. I couldn't put my finger on it, but then I was so brand new at this. It could have been almost anything. I've read the instructions and watched the videos, but I knew that there was just something wrong. This drift that was taking place shouldn't be occurring. So I went and watched all of the tutorials from the company, and thanks Colin, I learned a lot. My first altitude record here, almost once and a half times the backstop of the baseball diamond. And this was a nice landing, and it's totally automatic. This is the low battery feature. It came down because I was too stupid to. Anyway, after that flight, I went home and did some more reading and some more watching. And I did the advanced IMU calibration, and then went flying with my buddy Luke. And this is what we got. This is what was expected. Now I was a little happier. I'm so glad I hadn't picked up the phone and whined at James and Lisa of Flying Cameras. No, now it was working the way it was supposed to. Now I was a truly happy DrMucker. This is what I'd expected. This is what I'd hoped for. The camera being used is a GoPro on wide. You just saw a filter I can install through Sony Vegas Pro to correct that issue. So thanks, Sony Vegas. I like that software. It's great. Anyway, continue on here. As the bravery and confidence gets a little better, you tend to go a little further. So today, I was out with a biker friend of mine, Rachel, and we were testing a little bit more of the range now that it was behaving more like it was supposed to. So we started doing course lock, where it runs on the last GPS heading it has, and things like that. I was very impressed. But for me, I really needed to try this flying manually. So that's exactly what I did. It was pretty cool, I got to admit. I keep saying that, but it's true. The different altitude gave the view a total difference. It was quite amazing. There you go. No hands, Ma. There it is, station keeping all by itself. The GPS is just sitting there saying, okay, this is what I need to do to the four motors to stay exactly here, or as close to exactly as it could be. So okay, we got a little more comfort under our belt. Let's do some altitude. Oh, I don't know about altitude. Altitude is so bad, because if it starts to drift, you don't want to bring it down like a rock. At least I don't. I figure landing like rocks has got to be bad. So anyway, the next time we flew, Scott and I went out. We went to Cypress Mountain, well, Cypress Bowl as they call it. This is the middle parking lot. And again, checking to make sure everything's going. Now this is the cool part. We didn't land it to readjust the GoPro. I just flew it down and Scotty walked in and carefully, of course, adjusted the camera. And so, okay, we've been playing around and everything else, and I've edited all the other bits out, but this is the next altitude test. And of course, we're already up a mountain, so it does look impressive. But I thought this was pretty interesting. Never having been able to do this before was quite intriguing. And of course, right now, I can't see what the camera sees. That would be called FPV, or first-person viewing. That comes next, but that's down the way. Rachel told me that I had to start doing rotations while I was up there, or the altitude didn't really make much sense. I have to admit, she's right. Thanks, Rachel. So this was last night, and we went out to Gary Point in Richmond, or Steveston, with our friend Art, Barb and I. And it's a very large area. And it was sunset. I know it doesn't look like it, but the GoPro's trying to make it daylight, so that's why the video quality will start to drop off near the end. But this was just flight practicing and altitude practicing. It was pretty amazing. When we went back to Art's place and simply took the chip out of the GoPro and put it on his 50-inch plasma TV and watched all of this, we were all pretty amazed. First, because it's almost dark. You'll see in a minute when the camera gets more sky, it'll reorient. You'll actually see how dark it is. But this was our first adventure into traveling at altitude. The park down at Gary Point is so large that it's an excellent place to try this. Here you go, the camera shuts down, and that's what the light was really like. But that automatic iris setting in the GoPro brings it back up. I got to admit, altitude changes everything. And at night it was actually easier to tell where we were, because the bottom of the Phantom has a specific lighting pattern, and it's much easier to see at night than it is at the day. So yes, we had a little bit more fun because we were gaining a little bit more confidence. And you can see why we gained a little more confidence. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get rid of that saying, oh, it's pretty cool. Well, it was. But again, you can see how flat the platform is. When I was doing my research to purchase one of these, I was told over and over again that the Phantom was a hulking, slow-moving, non-nimble object. That if I wanted to do any kinds of tricks, I went, what? Tricks with a camera underneath it? Are you nuts? No, I bought the solid platform. Oh, and here's just a total cheap product placement. I'm sorry, but I had to. There you go. So there will be more to come, and hopefully it will be a little bit more dramatic. So thanks very much, James and Lisa at Flying Cameras, for helping me get all this put together. Bye-bye for now, subscribers and viewers. Thanks, and please hit that share button down at the bottom.